I must have rehearsed my lines 1,000 times. Listen, because y'all know I can't sing. So that's all I'm going to give y'all. But listen. I couldn't give it to y'all last night. I couldn't give y'all my rundown on the Verzuz last night for a couple of reasons. One, because football was on, and as soon as the Verzuz went off, I went back to the football game. So by the time the football game went off, I had to go to bed. Two, I was spent. I left it all on the floor. I didn't have nothing left to give y'all last night. Now, what I did figure out very early on are a couple of things. Versus Timberland and Swiss Beats, and I think I'm gonna have to add them on this. I'm gonna send them a tweet on this one because this is real talk for a second. If y'all are gonna do this, if y'all are gonna go down this road of older music, that's great. I'm here for it. But what y'all are gonna have to do is find a platform that older people can get to. That's because here's the thing. It hit me about 7:30 last night. Oh, damn, my parents would love this. They ain't on no Instagram. And if I had been at the house with them, I probably could have just set up a quick account on my mama's phone, because they do have iPhones, and just said, listen, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to tell you where to go, and then y'all can watch it on the phone or watch it on, you know what I mean? But the average... I know that there are some real advanced people. I'm not saying that people in this age group can't do it. But my parents are in their 70s. Y'all heard Patti and Gladys, both of them said they didn't know what a Verzuz was until somebody else told them. Gladys' son called her, and Patti's management contacted her. They don't know this. So I think that the numbers are smaller. Like, I saw the numbers for Verzuz, and they didn't get as high as the Monica Brandy. Not because people didn't want to necessarily hear it. I think a lot of people who would have enjoyed that last night didn't necessarily know about it. And that's just real talk. And again, I know that there are some real hip 70 and 80-year-olds who are all over Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I see them. I know they're there, okay? So don't hit me with the, yeah. I know they there. But I'm just saying, in general, on the wide screen. Anyway, so they were late, but listen, they was late last week for the Brandy and Monica, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt because I said, you know what, Brandy and Monica, they had to have this whole moment, they had to have a kumbaya, and so we got to get in some time because I don't know when that conversation ended, but they probably needed to decompress and they needed to get themselves together. Plus, let's be clear, they divas, okay? They divas. Last night, I knew it was going to be late. I knew it wasn't going to start on time. All I did was I opened it up on my phone, and I put my phone next to me, and I continued to doing other shit until I saw them come out on, until I heard the applause, right? Because I knew they was going to be late. And let's just be clear. Who the hell going to tell Patti LaBelle to move any faster than Patti LaBelle is going to move? I feel like Gladys was ready. I feel like Gladys had that rose gold fuchsia pantsuit on and them legs crossed, and she was sitting backstage waiting for Patti. I believe that Patti was the one. Okay, she was still getting that blonde ass wig done, honey, and she was getting them Louis Vuitton trunks pulled on stage, and she had to pick out just the right pumps just in case she had to have a moment. Listen. But who was going to tell Patti to go any faster? Who was going to do it? Zuri already knows. Zuri already telling y'all that's her son, and he already told y'all, yeah, I mean, you can go in there if you want to. I'm just going to sit out here and wait till she ready. But you can go in there and tell her to hurry up. I bet you nobody did. So then they came out and we had the conversation. Now, a lot of people weren't here for the conversation. People were talking about how they were bored and they just wanted to get to the music. But I think you missed something. If you missed something in not getting that conversation. Because listen, what you understand, and as someone who loves music, and I've heard them tell their stories over the years, Gladys and because you know back in the day you had the chitlin circuit, and you whether you travel with people or not, you saw the same people over and over again. Some people you got along with, some people you were rivals with. That's just the way it was. You know, that's what it was. And I remember, and I wish they had told this story last night, but I remember Gladys Knight telling the story about how because they didn't have real dressing rooms in some of these places. And I remember her telling a story about how her and Patti LaBelle were performing. This is when she was with the Bluebells. Okay, they were performing at the same place, some spot, and literally Patti had to hold a sheet up so Gladys could change her clothes, and then Gladys had to turn around and do the same thing for Patti. Like, that's how long they've known each other. That's how long they've been friends. And I think something is just missed in that. Yeah, it was a little, at some points you were like, okay. But it was just, the gems. Like, I'm one of those people that I love it. I love it. So, okay, so we talked for about, 20 minutes, child. Then we got to the music. And Patti gave us a fast one. She started us off with a fast one. She gave us I think it was the right kind of lover that she started off with. Anyway, she started off with a fast one. And we found out from the very beginning that this was going to be a moment. Why? Because Patti already ain't know the words, but she wanted to sing. But again, I was here for that. First of all, I didn't expect nothing less, because Patti is notorious for not knowing the words to her damn songs. So, and she tells you all the time she can't remember the words to her songs. So that's just that, okay? But Patti was, from the beginning, she was giving us this little shimmy shake right here, and then she was right, okay? They ain't know whether they were supposed to talk into the mic. They ain't know whether to keep the fan on or not. It was a fun, listen, it was like hanging out at your grandma's house. It was hanging out at Granny's house. And then Gladys came through, and Gladys hit us. I don't remember what the second list. I didn't write the songs down because don't matter. They played all the ones I wanted to hear, so I did not care. Gladys hit us with it. I know her second one was a slow one. I remember that. It was a slow song. It wasn't one of her fast hits, And it was just a fun night. And it was for people who love music. It was for people who understand, like, good music. It was for, like, you got a chance to just hear some good music. And if y'all didn't understand, I'm not a singer. So I don't understand all about the different things about singing and what you can and can't do and the diaphragm and all of that. But I kept reading the chat. And people in the chat kept talking about how they were singing sitting down, and they were hitting those notes sitting down. And so there must be something about you supposed to stand up so you can hit the right notes. And if you have to go to hit a certain key and all of that. So clearly there's something to it, right? And listen, Patti was hitting them notes. Now, people can say what they want to say about Patti, but Patti was hitting them notes sitting down. And truth be told, Gladys was hitting most of hers sitting down too. She had to get up a couple of times, and she said it. I think it was what song was it that she had to stand up for? She said she can't hit them notes sitting down no more. What song was it? Was it Neither One of Us? I don't think it was Neither One of Us. I don't remember. But anyway, neither here nor there, honey. So she stood up a couple of times, And listen, did any of y'all catch, because I caught it, because I got all of Patti's albums. Did any of y'all catch that one song Patti did was from her Christmas album? Did anybody else catch that but me? Okay. Did anybody else catch that Gladys did Midnight Train to Georgia twice? Nobody else saw that she did she hit us with a encore. And nobody caught that but me. Okay. And I caught, because when we were talking about this last week, and y'all were asking me who I thought would win. And y'all know I'm not gonna give no winners and losers. I don't like doing that. I really don't. I don't think we should be pitting people against each other. Just enjoy the music and have a good time. Like, it's just fun. I mean, I know it's called Verzuz, but it's just fun. So, but last week I said to y'all that hit for hit, Patti just has more songs. And people were like, Gladys, and I was like, that's no disrespect to Gladys. That doesn't mean that Gladys hasn't had a career just as long. That doesn't mean that Gladys hasn't had great songs. I'm talking about radio-ready hits. I'm talking about songs that you recognize, oh my goodness, that's my jam, from Gladys versus a Patti. Now, if you want to go back, now my parents could probably go back to Gladys Knight and the Pips. My dad could probably name you every song and the B-sides, okay? Because they're music people and they grew up in that era. And listen, you remember more songs being in the era than if you were looking back on it. My parents know more Motown hits than I know, even though I love Motown music and I grew up with them playing their music. But there are still songs that my parents can play. I was at my parents. See, I'm gonna give y'all a story. I was at my parents' house a couple of weeks ago, and my dad wanted me to load some music onto his iPod for him. And so I did that, I got that straight. And then I was playing some of the songs, just randomly playing the songs. And my mom and my dad immediately, like you could see it on their face, the minute I played one of the songs, immediately they went back to another place. And they knew all of the words. And when I tell you I never heard that song before, and these are the same people that raised me. I listened to all the music growing up. We didn't get to control the radio station. We listened to what they wanted to listen to, when and how they wanted to listen to it, right? My dad has an extensive album collection. I mean, extensive album collection. I ain't never heard this song before. But they knew the song, and not only did they know the song, they remembered all the damn words. I don't know how they remember the words, and Gladys and Patti can't remember the words of their songs that they sing every night and get paid to sing. But that is another conversation for another day. So, it's one of those things where I didn't feel like I was being disrespectful to Gladys. But the only point that I was making was that Gladys Knight, hit for hit, Patti has more hits, radio ready hits. She just does. And my point was proven last night, because when it was Gladys Knight's turn, they damn near played the whole song for Gladys Knight. When it was Patti's turn, they stuck to their 90-second rule, and they played 90 seconds of that Patti LaBelle song. The other reason why you know that my point was proven is because around midway late through, they just started giving Patti a medley. You would just hear 3 Patti songs at one time, and then you would go over to Gladys and you would hear one Gladys song. And again, that is no disrespect. That is just when you want to start getting into hit for hit. Also, to the people who told me soundtracks don't count, we heard 4 songs from soundtracks last night on the Verzuz, and all of them was bops, and all of them had y'all like, yes, that's my jam, that's my song. So I don't want to hear it. Y'all people talking about soundtracks don't count. Moving on. Of course we got Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And of course we got the shoe throw. Listen, if you have ever seen Patti LaBelle in concert, you know that is when the shoe gets thrown. That doesn't mean that there aren't other shoes throughout the evening, but you know that if you don't get a shoe thrown at no other time during a Patti LaBelle show, it is going to be when she does Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You also know that Somewhere Over the Rainbow is going to last 20 minutes. It just is. Don't get mad about it. Go on and get comfortable. It is going to last 20 minutes. That's just what happens. Gladys got up and was giving us the choreography because she still remembered it from Love Overboard. Did y'all see her giving y'all the choreography? Now, I wrote in the chat, can I get the Different World choreography? Can I get the chat from A Different World? Cause that's what I want. We also got the choreography from Midnight Train to Georgia. Did y'all peep that? We got that. Now, I think all of the Pips are gone. Rest in peace. I do. I think all of the original Pips are no longer with us. I think. Now, I don't know that to be, don't quote me on that one, y'all, because I don't know that to be a fact. I love the way Patti was shouting out the people who wrote her music for her. I love the way she gave that nice little shout out. That was nice. I love the fact that they all had a whole conversation about how they neither one of them remembered their lyrics. And did you see Patti was about to fire? Listen, somewhere around the middle of the sound got real funky on Patti's side. Now, Gladys' sound was fine, but Patti's sound got real funky. It started to sound like they was playing it through somebody's speakerphone. I don't know, but I don't know what happened. If a speaker went out, a woofer, a tweeter, I don't know what the hell happened. But something happened on Patti's side, but it is what it is. And we had to, the show must go on, and we kept it moving. They stopped, Patti's teleprompter stopped working too, and Patti had to let them know. Y'all better put them lyrics back up there on my screen. She said, I'm playing, but no, I'm serious. But I'm playing, but no, I'm serious. And so I think they got that together. At least I hope they got it together. But did y'all peep out in the beginning? Patti played like the song, and then when Gladys was going, it was just a track, and Gladys was singing, and Patti was like, "Oh, I didn't know we was singing. Oh, we singing? Okay, got it. Bet." And Patti started singing the rest of her damn song. She said, "Oh no, what you won't do? Let me tell you what you not gonna do." Now, last but not least, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm not clairvoyant. I'm certainly no psychic or anything, but something told me Dionne Warwick was somewhere around, and I was thinking, why they didn't invite Dionne? That would have been a great three-way versus, cause towards the end, towards the finale, Dionne came crawling out. I shouldn't have said crawling. I didn't mean it like that. Dionne came out. Dionne Warwick came out. Now, Dionne Warwick is the oldest out of the three. Dionne says she'll be 80 in December. Patti is 77 and Gladys is 76. I think that's how it goes. Now Dionne Warwick came out to do That's What Friends Are For. Again, they didn't remember the words. And somewhere in the middle there was just this long pause where they were all looking at the other one like, is this your verse? Is this my verse? Is that your verse? Do you know the words? I don't know the words. Where's the teleprompter? But I don't give a fuck. Because I had three legends in front of me, okay? I had three legends giving me their best pants suit fairness in front of me. I don't give a damn. Okay? Then they went into Superwoman, and Dionne told y'all point blank, I don't know the words to this. I don't remember the words. She said it was 30 years ago. I don't remember the words to this song. What the hell? But by the time they got to her part, she remembered enough. But they were actually playing the song, so all she had to do was kind of sing over her song, because I can appreciate that too. Listen, and I can appreciate the fact that these women have had a million songs, done a million concerts, and a lot going on that, they may not remember every ooh and ah, okay? But overall, y'all, it gave me everything I needed. I promise y'all, the last 20 minutes, I was over here in tears. It just gave me something. It just gave me something. And anybody who didn't get it or couldn't feel it or it didn't do nothing for you, I'm sorry for you. It gave me everything I needed. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace.